Good morning. It is day 99 on the Appalachian Trail. So that doesn't mean 99 days of hiking. That includes all my zeros, time off trail for family, etc. So that's a little reminder. I'm at mile 1376. Gonna try to get to 1392, which is about 15 miles. Yesterday was kind of a bust. New shoes, rocky terrain, and being off trail for 5 days kind of made me stop early. I stayed at the Lost and Found shelter. It was a nice place to stay. And a little story. I went out to dinner and then had to stop and get some cash. Went over and got cash, and then walked to get ice cream. And when I left the ice cream place, I turned the wrong way, and I ended up back at the CVS a mile away. And then I turned the wrong way again, and I ended up heading down this road. And I put in 2 miles, called the guy. He came pick me up. I can't remember his name offhand. I apologize for that. And then he drove me back, and wouldn't you know that the ice cream place was about 1/10 of a mile from where I had to go, and I ended up doing 2 miles of walking. And so I don't know, serves me right, I guess. So yeah, today hopefully is not too rocky. Yesterday it was. Today there are some hills, which will be fun. I don't mind hills as long as they're not going up this rocky stuff. That's been like these boulders and these knife's edges that we're going up are just kind of, I don't know, they're wearing me out a little mentally. I'll be fine, because that's kind of part of the AT's charm, is that I think each club tries to outdo the next club and put the trail in the most ridiculous manner sometimes, where we'll be going down a nice trail like what I'm on now, and it'll take a hard left, go up on a ridge, a nasty rocky ridge, and then turns right and back to this trail just for almost, I think, no reason. But anyhow, I won't complain because everybody has to do it, so not just me. Anyhow, I will be on the lookout for some good fun things. New York is not showing a lot of views, and when we do get the views, because we're on a ridge, it's similar. You know, the 3 views that we get are all similar. So I'll see what I can find. Hopefully I can have a story or 2 in the middle. And my goal is to get to a shelter 15 miles away so I can work my way back up to doing 20, because I think I'm learning that when you're off for 5 days, it takes a few to kind of get back into it. And for some reason, I think I have the sniffles worse today. I'm just chalking it up to allergies. So, see you up trail. So I was walking along nicely, and of course it turned into a climb up these rocks. I'll just kind of show you where I'm at with the rocks. And the trail goes that way, but we are given a nice view. Yeah, so yeah, I'm gonna head this way. I really don't want to be climbing over rocks all day, but the trail gives you what it gives you. And I can see we're going to be on this ridge for a little bit. So there we have it. Another ridge day. I'll check in as I see fit. Woo! Found a cute little waterfall. It's about mile 4 in today. And there's, I don't know, horde of kids coming. So I'm probably going to shut this off in a second, but that's kind of cute. I'm going to grab some water here too. Sounds like a good idea. I want to kind of mention something that happens frequently on the trail. Dogs get loose and then they start following through hikers. So it looks like Willow and Spruce live nearby, and there's a phone number that I can call if they start to follow me. So I think that's a wise move for the owners, because they have probably lost a dog for many miles of through hiking, because you know, the through hikers don't know what to do, and we're walking slow enough for a dog to keep up. So yeah, so it's just it's interesting. Recently a cat was lost and found, which was good, but I think it had been out in the wild for several days, because apparently it was pretty infested with bugs when they found it. But oh, I don't know if you can see it, but right there, that's a pile of bear duty. I don't know, didn't know why I wanted to point that out, but hey, you gotta see what you gotta see. And then there's a big giant burl on a tree. So yeah, life on the trail. Honestly, I'm feeling sluggish, but my feet are a little better than yesterday, less nasty rocks. I've gone about 7 miles so far, and I'm just gonna go kind of creep along and try to see if I can get long miles and not fast miles today. But again, letting pain in my feet tell me whether I want to go further or not. But right now it's doing okay. So anyhow, there's a couple things, and now we're back to following the trail, which is pretty nice right now. So here we are in New York style. Instead of going that way, maybe around, we're going straight up through the middle of those rocks. And it doesn't look too bad, but it'll probably take me 10 minutes to get to the top of this. But gotta do it. Put on a happy face. So this has been going super slow going. Looks like I've got another climb right in front of me, and then a couple others. I'm supposed to, I think, get to that back ridge. Just super slow. Like the trail, there's your blaze, and it just goes down this rocky stuff and then up the next rocky stuff. It's kind of really disconcerting when you're putting in all this time at just super slow pace. But gotta hang in there, about 5.5 miles to go, so I'm guessing it's that back ridge. So, check in a little bit, I guess. Don't sound too excited, do I? Well, just been a long day. Long day. Just got some trail magic after I came out of the woods. I'm so happy that climb is over. Apparently, this next section, it's a climb 500-600 feet, but I think it's less, call it less rocky. Hopefully that's the case, because my feet are not happy right now. So anyhow, working my way up the road for a little bit anyhow. Oh, here's a real pretty section right off the trail. And I'm in the Harriman, I believe it's State Park. So, like all the state parks and the other ones where there's day hikers, it seems like the terrain is a lot more forgiving than the the solely through hiker terrain. It might just be my imagination, but terrain through on this side of the road where the park is has been so much more forgiving with switchbacks and not really rocky sections. So take it for what it's worth, right? All right, only a couple more miles to the shelter. There you go, just let them be. I gotta go up this hill. And up. Well, I just came across this. This is called Lemon Squeezer. And it's pretty famous. And I guess this is the way the AT goes. And then it's probably gonna get tight. I believe I might have to take my backpack off, but this is the famous lemon squeezer of New York. And I'll try to do this one-handed, but I may not be able to do it. But it's basically, is that? Yep. Don't know how this is gonna work, but I think, yeah. All right, I'm gonna switch hands. Whoop. Rubbing my body to get through this. And it's just high enough. Maybe just inch through it. There is.
It's like a slot canyon almost.
Can I video you for my YouTube?
Yeah. I feel like I'm in Utah right now.
I thought this was a really cool sign. And it says Mount Katahdin, Maine, 793 at the bottom. But it's really well done. I'm staying at the fingerboard shelter, which is 1.5. So. And Bear Mountain's 13, I'll hit that tomorrow. So yeah, that was a nice thing, but I don't know how far Katahdin is from here. I'm almost at, well, I'm at about 1,390. So I guess you could do the math for me. Anyhow, 1.3 to the shelter. So day 99 ended at this shelter. I did about 16 miles. My feet felt pretty good. Kind of a pretty area. I'll slow it down. In the woods. And then up here there's a ridge. That's what we're hiking. So end of day 99, and I'll start day 100 pretty soon.